Welcome. Today we talk about benchmarking, the categories, and what each one consists of. We'll give you examples and will you remind the importance. So, what is benchmarking? Benchmarking is a process used to measure the quality and performance of your company's product, service, and process. The objective of benchmarking is to use the data gathered in your benchmarking process to identify areas where improvements. There are so many different types of benchmarking that fall into three primary categories: competitive, internal, and functional. The competitive is a comparison of products, service, process, and methods of your direct competitors. This type gives you insight into your position within your industry and what you may need to do to increase productivity. The internal, if other teams, organizations, or departments within your company have established best practice in process similar to yours, internal benchmarking involves analyzing what they are doing so you can find areas where you can improve and be more efficient. And functional, use this type of benchmarking when you need to look beyond your own industry to identify world-class performance and best practice. So you can look for ways to adapt their methods to your procedures and process. And now the example of benchmarking for each category. For the competitive, you can compare the customer satisfaction of a competitor's product to yours. If your competitor is getting better customer reviews, you need to analyze what the difference is and figure it out how to improve the quality of your product. To internal, you could compare the performance of one warehousing and shipping site against another warehousing and shipping site. The site with superior performance simply needs to share their process and procedures so that the intercompany benefits from increased performance. And functional, for example, hoteliers can study peer-to-peer accommodation offerings, such as Airbnb, to understand what kind of consumer wants they are addressing and how hotels could adapt their strategies to cater to those wants too.
The example that we're going to provide and how the benchmarking is going to be applied, it's the company that we're going to use is going to be Glass Nails. And the first thing that we need to do is establish the objectives, in which in this case is going to know what the other company has that we don't, and how to keep our clients satisfied with our services. Then we need to do the selection, and in this part we're going to use the benchmarking of competitive, and we're going to use the company of Glass Nails and Gamma Nails Room, that both of them are specific for nails. Then the team establishment is going to be the marketing team and gather information and analysis. In this part, we need to keep in mind that the information needs to be as natural as possible, and we're gonna get information from the social media. And the action proposal, it's the plan that we're gonna present it to the relevant authority. Benchmarking is very important because it allows us to have a broader knowledge of the company itself, and it also helps us to do the improvements that are necessary. For example, how we should grow as a company, they improve processes, increase the quality of their services, decrease the cost, and earn more money. And it also give us a greater knowledge of the competition and the competitive level of the market. It also helps us to focus on practices and offerings that promote customer satisfaction and loyalty. Although benchmarking can take a lot of time, we need to keep in mind that it doesn't represent larger costs for the company, and that is very important because The companies around the world, they don't want to lose money, and they want to earn more money without affect the cost.